He's got 2 new films out this holiday season, Disney's Moana, and oh my gosh, I'm so excited for Rogue One, a Star Wars story. It's safe to say that Alan Tudyk is a busy man, but he set aside some time to talk to us about Season 2 of the record-breaking series Con Man. Good morning, Alan.
Good morning. How are you?
I am hanging in there. You know, I love this concept of the series Con Man, but we're not talking about a con man in the traditional sense. So what kind of con are we talking about here?
Like a Comic-Con.
Comic-Con, yes, I love that.
Right, so he's a man who goes to Comic-Cons and other conventions, lesser conventions around the country. He was on a canceled sci-fi show, and he has a cult following, but his vision of his career was not that. And his best friend, played by Nathan Fillion, is someone who was also on that show, but he went on to great success. So he envies his friend. He's still hoping to spark his career. In the meantime, he goes to conventions, and he's surrounded by a bunch of ridiculous people. And he has, so we're able to use stars from that world. And we have Lou Ferrigno this season doing a musical. We have Stan Lee this year. Last year I got to work with a lot of people who I wanted to. Seth Green, he and I never really got to work together. And, oh my gosh, Joss Whedon, who he directed The Avengers and created Firefly, and there's so many.
I mean, you had me at Lou Ferrigno does a musical. I mean, I'm done right there. I'm definitely going to be watching. You know, it's been described as kind of the life of a C or even D-list actor. And I mean, before you were successful, you know, you've got Disney's Moana coming out, Rogue One, a Star Wars story. But did you ever kind of feel like your character, Ray, does?
No.
No?
I mean, you know.
That's good.
Fortunately, not in the way that I felt pigeonholed. You know, like you said, I've been able to do a lot of different things. You know, I think any actor is wildly insecure about their future. But luckily, there's always been something to egg me on. I have met a lot of people through the con circuit because I was on the show Firefly that was canceled too soon, and I borrow a lot from that experience. But I met a lot of actors who did just take a job. They're like, this was just going to be another job, and then that becomes the thing they're known for. And then nobody wants to see them as anything else. They're like, oh, you're that guy. You're the guy with... I mean, we love Leonard Nimoy as Spock, but maybe he wanted to play, you know, a deadbeat dad. We'll never know.
I know, he's always going to be Spock, always.
Right.
So I understand the series was funded by donations. So how does that work?
Well, we went on Indiegogo, and we asked the fans. I shot a scene of myself in a stall, the character in a stall in a bathroom. It was based on something that had happened to me, and the guy next to me is a huge fan, and he heard me on the phone, and he's trying to get me to sign stuff under the stall. The guy next to him's like, I don't know, who are you? Are you famous? And I'm like, guys, I don't. And then they start talking to each other about who I am and what the show was. And we put that scene online and asked fans if they would like to see more of this. And they funded us. They gave us $3.2 million to make the show and the game called Con Man the Game. And we wrote a comic book called Spectrum. So they gave us money to do all of our sort of dreams as we were thinking about it.
Thank you, fans.
Yeah, no doubt. No doubt.
All right, so where can we see Con Man?
You can go this season. It's on Comic-Con HQ, and actually you can see season 1 there. Comic-Con HQ. It's a digital streaming service online, and Lionsgate launched this year with Comic-Con Industries. It's sort of the perfect spot for this show. Although we made it for everybody, really. It's a comedy, and comedy it can be universal. And I've met a lot of people who didn't know about the con world, maybe curious, maybe con curious they're called, and they saw the show, and it's an interesting, skewed look at that world that is pretty funny.
I think it's hilarious. All right, thank you for taking time out to chat with us. Now get back to work. It's been enough of a break for you.
You're right. You're right.
Yeah, you're such a busy guy.
I'm slacking.
Happy holidays to you.
Cheers. You too.
All right, if you want to see that interview again, you can go to our website, fox4morningblend.com. All right.